Let's shift our focus now, something that we were discussing before this.
Right.
Now, the Pittsburgh synagogue shooter has been given death penalty for killing 11 Jewish people back in 2018.
Exactly. Now, the federal jury unanimously sentenced the shooter. His name was Robert Bowers, and he's been sentenced to death. This marks the first death penalty imposed under President Joe Biden's administration.
Right. Now, Bowers was convicted of all 63 charges against him in the October 2018 Tree of Life synagogue attack, where members of 3 Jewish congregations had gathered for Shabbat at the synagogue to worship and study. Of the 63 charges, 22 were capital offences.
Now, it was the deadliest attack ever on Jewish people which took place in the United States. Investigations into the incident found that Bowers used to spew hatred against Jewish people on the internet and also held white supremacist beliefs. He committed the heinous crime after methodical planning, which of course went on for a long time.
Now, despite the defense's emphasis on Bowers' difficult childhood and mental health issues, the prosecution used the degree of his anti-Semitism as well as lack of any remorse to attain the highest punishment for this crime.
On October 27, 2018, Robert Bowers walked into the Tree of Life synagogue in the Squirrel Hill neighborhood of Pittsburgh, and he murdered 11 innocent Jewish worshipers who had gathered to share together in the practice of their faith. He killed half of the people in that building. He murdered them because they were Jewish. He also shot 2 other congregants, and he tried to kill every other person in that building that day. On that day, now almost 5 years ago, he committed the worst anti-Semitic mass shooting in United States history.
Now, the families of the victims and survivors gathered during a press conference and said that justice has been served after the court sentence.
Today, we've received an immense embrace from the halls of justice around all of us to say that our government does not condone anti-Semitism in its most vile form that we've witnessed, and that we are embraced by a system that has supported, nurtured us, and upheld us, and made the point very clear. We have the right to practice our Judaism, and no one will ever take that right away from us.
All right, for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani from New York sent us this report. Listen in.
The culprit behind the deadliest anti-Semitic attack in the United States has been sentenced to death, but his actions also prompted the rapid expansion of the Secure Community Network, the closest thing to an official security agency for American Jewish institutions. The institution was launched by a parent company after 9/11, and at the organization's headquarters in Chicago, there are dozens of monitors being watched constantly 24/7 by either former law enforcement or private detectives or those that were formerly in the military to see of any possible anti-Semitic attacks across the country. Usually they are the first to be contacted, and then they contact the relevant organizations that are in danger. Experts say that this organization and about 93 others around the country are very important, considering the fact that anti-Semitic attacks in the United States have been on the rise. This particular organization, after the Pittsburgh incident, had something around $100 million in federal grants, and local Jewish organizations also benefited from that. Again, the Jewish community says that these organizations help prevent many crimes. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World One.